Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On Thursday, February 25th, the New Jersey Chamber of Commerce, along with the Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce, will host their train ride to Washington, D.C. The annual trip provides unprecedented networking opportunities where the business people of our state and our community have an opportunity to meet with their congressional delegation. In Washington, the D.C. participants will also attend the annual congressional dinner. On Monday, February 29th at 5 o'clock in the evening, I'm going to attend an African American celebration of Black History Month that will be located at our senior center, the Stephen Sampson Center, located at 800 Anna Street. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 908-820-4124. Please join us after these messages where we're going to spend time talking about the Chamber of Commerce and the Elizabeth Destination Marketing Organization, attracting businesses and residents to our community.
Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kean University.
Welcome back to Our City. I'm pleased to be joined by Mr. Gordon Haas, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce. Gordon, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mayor. It's good to be here.
I'm also pleased to be joined by Ms. Yasmin Fisher, who is the Membership and Events Director at the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce. Yasmin, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mayor.
So what's new? Who wants to start? What's new with the Great? You're going to start, Yasmin? What's new with the
I'd love to
Greater
start.
Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce?
Well, you know...
You've been on the show before?
I've not been on the show before.
Well, then tell us about yourself. How'd you wind up here?
How did I wind up here? That's a great question. I was out of work. I think the politically correct word was in transition. And I networked a lot, and I met a wonderful woman by the name of Fran Sullivan, who said, I know someone who's looking for someone with your talents. She took my business card. I called Gordon. We interviewed, and the rest is history.
How many years?
It's 2.
2 years.
It's a wonderful partnership.
So when you were in transition, what did you do before you wound up at the Chamber of Commerce?
I worked for a very large box retailer along the lines of Costco and Sam's Club.
Oh, those things.
Yes. I was a regional sales and marketing manager for them, and I was there for quite a number of years, putting marketing programs together and doing a lot of training and a lot of traveling.
So before the show, you told me you have a son who runs track.
My son, Jared Fisher, runs for the South Brunswick track team, and he's an awesome athlete, but the whole South Brunswick track program is a stellar program, and the coaches there are just...
So you get to watch the matches?
I don't get to watch them because, unfortunately, what do I have to do, Gordon?
She has to go out and sell.
That's right, and get members, but whenever...
But she watched it this morning. She had it on her phone. She was watching it on her phone.
Yes, okay.
Yes, yeah,
So,
a fantastic team.
Good.
Yeah.
Tell us what's new at the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, there's so much that's new with the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce, and I'm happy to relate that to you. One of the things that we've noticed is that at the Business After Hours, which you attend on a regular basis, we're seeing a great increase in the number of businesses and organizations that are coming. In fact,
for our viewers, tell us what Business After Hours is. They may not know.
That's great. Thank you. I will love to do that. The Business After Hours is a networking program that we put together for local businesses. It allows them to meet with, collaborate with, partner with like businesses in order to generate leads for their businesses. It's a financially rewarding collaboration and partnership, and we have had nothing but wonderful feedback about the quality of the members there and the lead generation that those kinds of meetings, networking meetings, affords businesses. So we feel that we are really doing a service to the business community.
So the numbers are growing.
The numbers are growing phenomenally. We've seen a 20% increase over last year in the number of attendants at the business after hours. And they're held in different venues. And all the venues in which they are held are members of our chambers. Tomorrow night, actually, which is a great segue, we do have our February business after hours. It's going to be at the Urban Griddle. The Urban
But
Griddle.
this is going to air after the event,
Right, after
so
the event.
I just want to make sure
Oh,
our
okay.
viewers understand that we're
Okay.
taping this.
Right.
All right.
So that it's going to be at the Urban
Urban
Griddle.
Griddle.
It's already
March.
happened.
March is going to be at Ways Buffet, and Ways is also a member of our chamber.
Where is the Ways?
Ways Buffet is in Roselle.
Right.
But
We were there once before.
We were there once before. Absolutely, a fabulous place to go. It's the cuisine is just fantastic, and we've had nothing but great feedback about the hospitality and the service of Ways Buffet.
Now, the Urban Griddle is the former Maple Diner in our city.
Maple
So
Diner.
Talk
and
about
then-
the Urban Griddle.
And then Olympia Diner. This has just been transformed, and it's really a fantastic transformation. It has what we call an industrial type decor to it. It was totally gutted from the inside and is just absolutely brilliant. The menus are well priced. They're foods that have been tried and tested, and George Vlahos, the owner, has decided that he's going to put his mark, continue to put his mark in this great city of Elizabeth. He could go out to other places, he tells me, but he has been so enamored of the people of Elizabeth that he wants to continue serving it and has made this just a showcase place. So it's awesome to see it. In addition to that, he started I believe it's called a customer service training, and he wants to get the people of Elizabeth trained and to place them in the hotels and at the airport. He has found that during the course of his own experience in looking for trained people from the local area, he has not always found what he's looking for. And I know there are wonderful places that are really training and contributing to the workforce in Elizabeth and the surrounding areas. But he made it a mission for his particular industry that he knows exactly what he's looking for. He's training them so that when they're trained, they can be placed anywhere. And he's hoping that other merchants, other business owners like himself will take on that kind of mission to train the people of Elizabeth and to get them back to work.
Fascinating. What's Elizabeth Now?
Elizabeth Now is a wonderful magazine that has just gone into its first printing, and it really depicts the very best that there is in this great city of Elizabeth. It features you, I believe, Mr. Mayor.
I hope so. I mean, geez.
Absolutely, you are in it, and also Gordon is in it. And I think it speaks to what is really vibrant and lively about this great city of Elizabeth. Jennifer Costa, who will come on, and Lauren Ferrigno were really key players in getting this together. The publisher, who's not with us, but has really gone to great lengths to ensure that this is a stand-up piece, giving all that's best in
So
terms of...
how does it get out there? How do we distribute it? Where and how? Who's going to find out? How do we get there, Gordon?
I'll speak to that one. We obviously, it's not a subscription magazine. It's being distributed in various places. For example, if you go to Newark Airport and sit in the United Lounge, this magazine will be available to anyone who's a member of United Club. It's available at LaGuardia, JFK, in the various clubs. It's distributed in the New Jersey tourism kiosks throughout the state. That's the advantage. I mean, you know, Mayor, we did a magazine, a different style magazine, 10 issues of it, but we didn't have the distribution. We got it into hotel rooms. This is found in all our hotel rooms, found at City Hall, at the hospital, at Trinitas. It's found here at Kean University. So it's found throughout the locations. We think the distribution will actually take it down to Florida, to Miami, Puerto Rico, and this will provide people with a knowledge of what's going on in this city, both economically and from a tourism point of view. As you'll hear in the second half when the other two join us, we're trying to promote this city as a tourist location. And we have the history, we have the dining, we have the shopping, we have the things that are necessary to transform this city into something that will make it bigger and better and economically more stable.
Now, we also have the ability to get this out online, correct?
Yes. We will have this online in the next couple of weeks. Again, probably by the time this airs, it'll be up online. It'll be up on the Go Elizabeth NJ website, at nj.com website. It'll be up on the Go Elizabeth NJ Facebook page, on the Chamber's website, elizabethchamber.com, as well as other locations. We're going to try to share this with as many people as possible.
What's the goal to publish this, Gordon? Is it a monthly, a weekly, a yearly
We're
magazine?
hoping at first to do this every 6 months, and then depending on how we are received by the business community, we hope that eventually it'll be a quarterly magazine.
So there's a lot going on in the Greater Elizabeth Chamber of Commerce.
There's a lot going on.
And a lot going on in the business community. So how do we decide what's going to make this magazine and what's not going to make this magazine?
Well, in conjunction with with the city, obviously, we are going to promote economic information in here. We're going to start telling the history of the city in this magazine. We're going to start telling whatever is exciting and new that's going on. It's going to have human interest stories as well as business-related things. But this will be the information source. I've run into several people who've picked it up in various places, and most people are happy with it. It's definitely a high-quality magazine. And it's got great photographs in it, and we're looking to build it. I'm not sure how many pages are in it, but I'd like to see it being double the size when it comes out the next time.
Yasmin, in your 2 years at the Chamber of Commerce, how do you find the reception when you go knock on a door, make a cold call, tell them about the Chamber, we need you to join, because we're still growing, right?
We are still growing, Mayor Bolwich. And one of the things that I have noticed since coming to the Chamber is that there's a buzz about the Chamber of Elizabeth. There's a new vibrancy that people feel. And in fact, when I go to talk to people, they usually, 9 times out of 10, I don't know how that's come around, they've heard about us. So there are good things being said about the Chamber. And one of the things that this magazine is going to do is to allow me not only to talk about Elizabeth, but to show them what's going on. And to circle back around to Edmo, I can also bring that into the conversations that I'm having with new potential members, that there is a life that has taken on its own meaning in Elizabeth in terms of businesses, but not just in terms of businesses, with the whole of Elizabeth that people are beginning to be excited about. And that, I think, feeds back into the whole business environment, and people are hopeful and excited that there's something wonderful, and the Chamber feeds off that.
So besides the networking that's available to the Chamber, what else does the Chamber do for its members?
If the members call up and need some help in various issues with a utility, with the city, with someone else, we sometimes act on their behalf and get to the right people. It's very difficult when you don't know who the right phone call should go to, and you work your way up the ladder. And in the case of the Chamber, we have great relationships with a lot of organizations, so we can work our way down the ladder, which is a lot easier than going the other way. So those, we do that. I mean, one of the things we do at these business after hours that Yasmin was talking about before was we pick 6 cards out of a hat, and we allow them to give their elevator speech, a 30-second elevator speech about what they do. Mm-hmm. When people ask me what my elevator speech is, what does the Chamber do? I have a one-word elevator speech. We're matchmakers. We will take a business, introduce it to another business, and hopefully business will result out of that. So the bottom line is that's the ultimate goal of a chamber, is to work with government, to work with other businesses, to work with everyone to try to better business in the city of Elizabeth.
Absolutely.
Last question, how would you advertise, or who do you call if you want to advertise in that magazine in the next subscription?
In the next issue, if you call the Chamber office, that's probably the best way to do it. We're at 908-355-7600. Give us a call, tell us you're interested. If you go online, there should be a media kit online when the magazine appears online. It should be there as well. We welcome any of the businesses in town to come and join us. If you haven't seen it, please go out and take a look at it. It's a quality piece, and it will put your business in front of a lot of people that you're not in front of now.
Gordon and Yasmin, I want to thank you for joining us on the first half of the show, and look forward to working with you to grow the Chamber.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you for the
Thank you.
opportunity. We appreciate that.
Please stay with us after these messages, where I'll be joined by Jennifer Costa and Lauren Ferrigno of Elizabeth Destination Marketing Organization.
We're an American original, dependable, historic, nuanced, with all the comforts of home, even when you're just visiting. So we're celebrating for all that we've left untouched and all that we've changed. A place where the past meets the future. So consider this your invitation.
We've been celebrating here in Elizabeth for 350 years, and we're just getting started.